What's up guys, Spin Firearms here, and I have a pretty decent video for you guys. So I'm super excited. We're back to the grind. I had my little reset button. We are back with tons of crazy content. But anyways, today we're going to be talking about the Glock 19, the Glock 26L, and the Glock 26 in general. And today we're going to basically discuss some cheat codes, some awesome ways to get around some stuff, and how to be more comfortable while carrying, while comparing these two handguns. But before we get started, hit the like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe. It all helps, and it's much appreciated over here. Now, one thing I do want to say is the Glock 19 is one of my favorite handguns of all time. This is one of those firearms that everyone needs to get. Everyone should just have one. Buy a couple extra parts kits, couple extra mags, store it. Even if you can't stay on Glock, throw it in the safe. This handgun will be your best friend when crap hits the fan, or you just need something that can last a long time and not have any issues. Now, if you know me, my favorite carry is a Glock 26. But I've also discovered some ways around like barrel length and capacity and stuff like that over the years, so I just thought I'd make this video to help you guys. A lot of people like the compact size firearm, right? It's not quite a full size, it's not a subcompact, it's not a micro 9, so shootability is really there. On top of that, the 19 has a rail, which is something we're going to get into. 15 round capacity and every larger 9mm mag. It's just the most solid handgun you could get. Now, check this out. Glock 26L, right? Let's take a look real quick. Both are 15+1, okay? Check this out. Lengthwise, they're going to be about the same. Widthwise, they're going to be the exact same. But wait, what's going on here? 15+1 on the right, 15+1 on the left, with about 1/4 to 1/3 of an inch shorter. Now, how do you do that? 15+1, 15+1. Now, the reason why I don't carry this that much is because of that long barrel, that long slide. The Glock 26L uses a Glock 19 barrel. As you can see, the 19 on there, it's the whole length. It says 9x19, but at the same time it says 19, letting you know that it's a Glock 19. Notice something else. It sort of resembles a Glock 48 upper on a 43X lower, or that is the actual 48 lower. They're the exact same. But you see this right here. This is the big difference in all this, right? Because I can throw a Glock 19 upper on my Glock 26 frame and it'll run flawlessly. But your guide rod and internals will be completely exposed. So this basically right here takes a Glock 26 guide rod, Glock 19 upper, and then all the same internals. And I'm using this base plate, which we're about to get into. But notice that hole right there. What is that hole for? Why is there no guide rod going through there? That hole is so you can access your sights, right? You still need to be able to clamp that down, screw it in, and Loctite it, right? So in order to do that, it allows for that Glock tool to fit perfectly and get to that sight. Now, on top of that, we're going to talk about this base plate. This base plate right here is the cheat code of all cheat codes. They are legends. Now, I do want to say this. I've had not the greatest experience with them, talking to them, just discussing products and stuff like that. So on that side of things, I'm not the biggest fan. But in terms of the product itself, there is no better base plate. As we all know, the Glock 19 has a 4-inch barrel, 15+1 setup, comes with a rail, and is basically stuck at this size. You can never shrink this. Now, I know some people do cut the frame, which is actually a good idea. And basically, you're getting a 26L again. Or you can just go out and buy a Glock 26 frame and make this build. Now, why would you make this build? Well, this one right here is smaller than the Glock 19. You don't lose on accuracy. You don't lose on velocity. It has the same length barrel. But at the same time, I can throw that flush mag in there. Let's say it's summertime. You have this whole thing you have to conceal. Look at this. It's a thick grip. It's a long grip. I love the 19. But we're just being real. So is a Glock 26. It's thick. But it does have the ability to shrink down. So when you look at it from that perspective, you're getting everything up top that you want. More shootability, better handling, a little bit more weight for recoil and stuff like that. But you can throw the 10-round mag in there. And then if you want 15+1, you're only adding this much, which is shorter than 15+1 out of a Glock 19. Now, why is this so special? Because this mag will never work in the 19. And if you do get the SLR Rifle Works base plate for the 19, it's going to obviously stick out much longer. In this case, you are getting the same exact capacity, just shrunken down. You're getting the same exact barrel length, same velocity, same accuracy, and so on. Now, you're probably going to ask, what upper is that? Because there's two ways to go about it. You can use a Glock 19 upper, but then you have to buy a 2-piece dust cover. So it's going to be 2 pieces. It's going to be a slide and then a little dust cover that sits in here. And so you just basically slide it on the frame, or on the slide, and then put it on the frame. What I like about this from Hooper Gunworks, I forgot the name of it, but you'll find it. If you just type in Glock 26L upper, you'll find this one. One, I like it's stainless steel. Stainless steel is the best for everyday carry in my opinion. I love the color, but no issues with wear, rust, anything like that. I just love it. Top of that has 4 serrations, unlike my Glock 19. Still takes Glock sights. You can get it optics ready, but it's all one piece. This is attached. This is part of the slide. So therefore, literally, you have the exact same handgun, same capacity, less size. I mean, I absolutely love the 26L. And I think, based off all the comments, people tend to like the Glock 19 more, right? So there's no reason they shouldn't like this setup right here. Because if you look at it, look how similar in size, but this is shorter and easier to conceal. SLR Rifle Works makes the best base plates. They are a little expensive, but they're worth it. One other thing I want to mention about the base plate. See this Glock 19 right here? This has my Millspin American flag base plate. You see that hole? You only use the plastic spacer given to you by Glock if that hole is there. If there's no hole on the base plate, do not even attempt to put the plastic spacer in there. For instance, SLR Rifle Works. You're literally just going to use your Glock 26 mag body, the spring, and the follower. You are not going to put that little plastic piece on the bottom. And that's because there's no hole for it. Therefore, it won't be able to sit flush, that spring, and you're going to get all sorts of issues. You may only get 13 rounds in there. You may just have malfunctions and jams. And trust me, people have reached out to me and literally called me a liar. And they said, I'm doing everything I can. 15 rounds does not fit in this mag with this base plate. It just doesn't happen. And I said, did you use the plastic spacer? He said, well, yeah, I used everything for the mag. I said, that is it. So now I try and always do my best to teach. If there is no hole, do not use a spacer. If there's a hole, use the spacer. See, what the thing is the spacer is more of like a way to hold on the base plate, right? It can't slide with that little knob right there because the plastic is going to hit the two bodies, or the two sides of the body, and it's not going to allow this base plate to go anywhere. Therefore, you can change it out, and it's still going to be secure. You can't just rip it off the Glock mag. Whereas something like this, because it doesn't have a hole, but they do that to make it so you can fit more rounds in there without that spacer in a shorter length. But at the same time, look right here. That is how you keep that mag on. So it'll come with a little tool and you'll just screw it on. Therefore, it's not coming off that mag. So that's 2 different ways to do it. Just remember, if you get the SLR Rifle Works base plate, do not put that spacer in there. But to be honest, they're both great guns. You can chop it down. You know, you can chop your 19. You can do that. But I don't like messing with the integrity of the structure of the handgun that much. That is the only reason I haven't done it so far. I actually wanted to do it with a PSA dagger because I saw someone who follows the channel did it with his dagger and it looked sick, and he did a great job with it. And on top of that, you're not cutting into a $500, $600 handgun. So, but the Glock 26L has shot reliably. It runs, does what it's supposed to. The only issues I did have with it were with a Glock store guide rod. It did not like that guide rod for whatever reason. But yeah, to be honest, Hooper Gunworks, genius. Glock should have made this. It's absolutely sick. It's just one of those handguns I enjoy to shoot. I don't carry it because I shoot the Glock 26 even better. But at the same time, for the people who love the Glock 19 that much, this is how you get a Glock 19 while still being able to shapeshift it for carry. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Thanks for watching.